Hello everyone, so this is the guide for this guy, Nidhoggr. As you can see I have 0 points, but I have not done 0 points, I just reset um, try some new strategy, and I thought that there are actually two strategies that we can use. One implies that you have Melchizedek. Of course, as you can see, I have overclocked level 1, so the points you see here are not the points that you can expect if you have overclock 0. If you have overclock 0, you can expect many more points. And I set him up with Rebellion and Tarukaja, so he's a all-around buffer for me. I'm using Dominion, which I mainly use for the cohesion in the last turn, and I bring Cert for his ultimate and Maracunda. The rest is optional, I don't need anything else, I just need these two things. So, the team I'm bringing is Motoa, of course, Minami, Cord, and Yumi, or Phoebe. My knife is gonna be the Ex Machina, and we're gonna start. So, as I said, we have two rotations that we can use. One implies that we can stall a little bit more, and one implies that we kill on turn 3. Today we're gonna execute the rotation that kills on turn 3. So, the first thing we're gonna do is a Shining Salvation. After this, we are gonna Nurse Light this turn, since we don't need a lot of damage, and we can charge Phoebe much more. We're gonna wait for the ultimate, we don't need to use any ultimates. We're gonna Distortion. You can even Unition Notes if you think that you did too much damage. And we are gonna skill 1. You basically wanna skill 1 until the end. The only skill 3 you're gonna use is gonna be after the weekend phase. Enchanting Steer on Motoa. Now, in this turn, we are gonna switch to Cert. And we are gonna Maracunda. Why we Maracunda in this turn? Because since in the next turn we are gonna kill, he's gonna keep the Maracunda debuff since he's gonna skip a turn. So there are no issues in doing that. After that, we want to Nurse Light again. We want to Distortion again. You can even Unition Notes here, but we're gonna Unition Notes next turn. It's basically the same. And here you can either Blue Sunrise, or you can guard if you deal too much damage. It depends. In this case, I'm saved, so it's okay for me. We didn't heal at all, so Minami is not gonna give any buffs to Motoa just to keep this phase longer. Now, we can do two choices. We can increase Tempting Build or Enchanting Steer. I'm gonna Enchanting Steer. And we are gonna ult with Cert. It should be safe. Yeah, it totally is. Now, we want to switch to or Melchizedek or Dominion and toss a Rebellion on our Motoa. Now we start the healing process. So we start with a compassionate cure. Unison notes refresh on Motoa. And a blue sunrise. Why I don't use any skill or any ultimate before? Because in the first phase the points are kept at 579, so it's not useful for us to to go into to ultimate or do anything else in the first phase. The first phase is capped. It just needs you to set up to the second phase. So just needs to set you up, you know. Now with Shining Salvation again, so we refresh the buff for the blessings on Motoa, the Verdict of Justice. Healing Grace on Motoa. You wanna wait the ultimate one turn more. Distortion, he loses the weakness, so you can do on any unit. Just be sure to target an additional and not the main boss. Now we want to ultimate on with Cord and Surf and Shine. In this turn, you want to Cohesion. I mean, you don't have to, actually. No, you have to. Okay. Compassionate Cure. So, we're gonna see that Motoa is 16,000 plus HP, which is the cap of her passive. We catch Yuke. Nice. The support is gonna tempting build. We're gonna ultimate again. Nice. And we Surf and Shine. And in the end, we've got 56,394,000 points. This is a great score, considering that I don't have the bugged persona, but I have only the persona as is intended to run. If you're gonna have an overclock 0 Melchizedek, you're gonna do many more points, like around maybe 62, 63 million points with this strategy. So I hope you found it useful, and I hope everything is gonna be fine for you this week. Sorry if I was late with the strategy, but it is what it is. I just had to digest the fact that I couldn't do many points and I couldn't be the first in my guild just because of a bug. It is really a shame. Now that I see, I didn't show you how my units are built. My Motoa is a little bit different from the last time, because I swapped the star with a crit mult. You can either go for a crit rate, which I have one piece prepared, yeah, right here, or a crit mult. Yeah, I was using this. This is a great piece, but I swapped to a crit mult and I see that it works pretty well when you crit. My Minami is on, let me see, is on Control and Departure. And my Cord, of course, is Prosperity Trust. Yeah, I was saying Truth, but it's Trust. The Phoebe is not mine. It is on Labor Integrity, so pretty standard. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you in the leaderboards. And nothing else. I just wanna thank you for all the support you give me, for all the views and the appreciation. Just leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you liked, because I will continue to do guides on the next week's bosses. Bye bye!